Hello, my name is Nina Kittlitz, and I work with CIT, a leading national bank. I work in talent acquisition, which in talent acquisition, we are responsible for helping the organization to hire new colleagues. I work in a department called Human Resources, and I have been working in talent acquisition for about 15 years. A typical day for me would be reviewing resumes, lots and lots and lots of resumes, talking to candidates over the phone. I am scheduling candidates to talk with the managers in person and over the phone. And, I'm also negotiating compensation, salary, and backgrounds. I think talent acquisition is very important to an organization because without people, we wouldn't have an organization. I would say in terms of skills, many of the skills that I rely on, I think are important for somebody to be successful in this role would be, number one, you have to be able to be comfortable with dealing with lots and lots of data. In a sense, there's a kind of a production environment. You're working on 10 to 20 or more roles at one time. And you may have 5 or 10 candidates with each role. So there's a lot of activities around this type of role. So that's important to be able to prioritize. And you definitely need to like to talk to people, and you have to be able to talk to people at any level of the organization. They may be entry level, they may be very, very senior, but you have to really like to deal with people. I think listening skills are really important, and active listening and asking the right questions, having that curiosity, wanting to learn about someone's background and really kind of dig and understand them better. How did they do well, and what things don't work for them? So I think that's important. In terms of education, I got my degree and when I had already been in the industry for quite a while. And I was able to get my bachelor's degree in business. And I think that's really helped me. I feel like it gave me some runway, and it opened some doors for me later. And I loved all the subjects, and a lot of subjects I really liked, and I'm able to use that. But I will say, a lot of times people do change careers 2 to 3 times during their lifetime. And for me, coming out of school and being involved in a couple of ROP programs in high school, I went and got my cosmetology license and was a practicing licensed cosmetologist early on, which I enjoyed, but my skin didn't enjoy, and I physically could no longer continue in my planned career. But I was lucky in that the banking industry allowed me to transfer a lot of the skills that I learned, people skills, sales skills, cash handling skills. I was able to transition and transfer the skills in my earlier career to the banking industry, and it's worked out very well, and I'm very grateful. So I think advice that I would give to people who are just starting out, who are exploring their career, is really take your time. Understand what you like to do, understand what your competencies are, and figure out the path to get your foot in the door to start your career. But I think, taking that time early on, and maybe trying to build in some kind of plan where you have some flexibility later on. If you decide to go a different route or take a different path, you'll have some options. When you get older and you have a family and you have a lot of responsibilities, it's much harder to change careers. But a lot of people do it. So thank you for listening, and I wish you all the best.